Welcome back to the Disc Doctors.
Hi, and welcome back to the Disc Doctors. I'm Todd Stauffer.
I'm Stephen Sashin, and I'm a little concerned. I'm seeing more of these iMacs all the time, and frankly, I think it's a conspiracy.
You know, there is no evidence whatsoever that this is a conspiracy.
That's proof that the conspiracy is working.
I don't even know what that means. This is the worst segue in the history of our show, because right now we're trying to go to a call and talk to Jeff. Jeff, how you doing?
Hi, fellas. How you doing?
I'm still concerned about the conspiracy.
Well, let's just let him strike a pose for a second here. Jeff, quickly, what's your problem?
My situation is I recently bought a Kodak digital camera.
Oh, that's a problem.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, we're sorry to hear that. Thanks for calling. And you're having a problem.
Actually, those are pretty good cameras.
They are.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Okay, it's supposed to have capabilities to download the pictures through a USB port.
USB, gotcha.
Okay. I didn't have a USB on my computer, on my motherboard, so I went out and
Motherboard, gotcha.
Roger.
a PCI-based USB upgrade.
Yeah.
Plugged it into my motherboard and upgraded to Windows 98.
Sure.
Going into the device manager in the plug and play, I noticed that there were two USB controllers.
Plug and play. We're on top of that. we're way losing it if you haven't noticed.
Okay.
And
the camera doesn't work.
Right.
Right?
Right.
No,
right.
I mean, I think the one thing we're laughing at is, actually, Stephen's hair was tickling my nose. The other thing we're laughing at is all of the acronyms in this explanation. You got your PCI, your USB, your IRQ, which is what we're going to talk about.
He didn't even say IRQ.
Well, I just did.
We knew.
Because that's his problem. He's having an interrupt request problem.
Yep.
On your system,
the problem is that we kept
bus,
interrupting.
whatever. We're interrupting him. That's
And
the
he's
problem.
requesting that we stop that.
The computer has to send these interrupts out so that it knows that a device needs to talk to it.
Right.
The USB card that he installed is having a conflict with another device that's using the same IRQ ports.
Hey, Jeff, what kind of computer do you have?
I have a Pentium 233 megahertz.
Pentium 2?
233?
Oh, 233.
Just a regular Pentium.
Regular Pentium, not a Pentium 2.
Let me tell you something. This is what I think it is, and we're going to answer Jeff's questions, and then we're going to go nuts here and talk about some other stuff. But what I believe is true is that you have, this might be a conspiracy as well, you have on your motherboard connections for USB ports. You just don't have any USB ports. And you can actually go in most computer stores, and they got hanging right up there on the wall from Belkin Components is one of the places.
This is kind of like, you buy a house and you've got the spigot outside, but you actually have to buy the hose to make it work.
You got no idea what that's for. You just
now, is that an analogy
happens.
or what?
It certainly interrupted the flow of my thought. Belkin Components, BELKIN.com. You can check them out there. And you can just plug those ports into the motherboard and then put the ports in the back of your system. Then you don't need that extra PCI card. Now, if you did need that extra PCI card, the problem is you have a conflict between the PCI card's drivers and an existing Intel USB driver.
Yeah. So, Jeff, are you ready to write this down?
It's already written.
Do you have a photographic memory?
Photographic ear.
Photographic ears. You have a photogenic memory and photographic ears. Okay, so this is I'm going to be saying click here a lot. And since you're on the phone, you're going to have no idea what I'm talking about. So I'll try and say it. First, you go to My Computer and you right-click and then select Properties. Okay, then you click on Device Manager and scroll all the way down to your Universal Serial Bus Controller thing. Click on the little plus sign, and you'll find the one. You might find two, but if he's got two, does it matter?
Yeah, what he should be doing is checking out the one that's not his card.
Check the one that isn't your card, right?
Yeah. Which is probably the Intel one.
Correct. And then click on Properties. Click on the Resources tab. This is a lot of clicks, I told you. And you'll see the IRQ, which right here says Interrupt Request 11.
Now, let me just say this really quick. That's the IRQ number. This is actually useful for any kind of IRQ troubleshooting.
Correct.
What we're going to do is go back up to the top here.
Okay, so you get out of there, go back up to the top, go up to Computer, and double-click on that.
I'm still remembering that's IRQ 11.
Yes.
Okay.
You're so good. Look, I'm remembering all this stuff, and you're just worrying about IRQ 11. Then you click on Reserve Resources, click on Add, and type in or select the number 11, hit OK. Alrighty, that's fine. And then OK your way all the way back out to Device Manager. Go back to your Universal Serial Bus Controller and remove it.
Now remove the Intel one.
Oh, sorry, remove the Intel one. There you go. Intel, remove. Yes, I know I want to remove that. And then restart your system.
Okay, it's really obvious what we just did, even though that was painful to watch. You go in, you find out the IRQ of what is causing a conflict.
Correct.
You go reserve that IRQ. then you delete the device. Now, you restart, Windows 98 Plug and Play will try to assign, it'll find that device.
It'll detect the device.
It will try to assign it to an IRQ and go, hey, I can't use 11 because 11 is reserved, so it'll go assign it to 13 or something.
Which is the one that's not a conflict.
Now, right.
Yes.
Now you'll have your other PCI driver working,
right.
and you'll be able to move forward from there because it'll be assigned to 11. Now, what you should do is once all of that has happened, you need to go back in and unreserve the 11. It's just the reverse of what we just did.
Back up to computer, go back to double-click on that, et cetera, et cetera. The same thing we did to reserve IRQ 11. Clear
what do you think, Jeff? That's a lot of fun to do, isn't it?
That was great.
Thanks for the call. Don't forget, when this show comes on, tape it. Tape it, baby. Okay.
It'll be much, much easier.
Okay, let's go to an email here.
Let's do that.
Hi, guys. Love the show. When I shut down Windows 95, it shuts down like it's supposed to 1 out of 10 times.
Not good.
But when I start up again, it always goes through the Windows was not properly shut down routine and does a scan disk.
Not good.
If I do a Control-Alt-Delete and get to the closed program box, click on shutdown, from there it shuts down properly, maybe 8 out of 10 times, and then it doesn't scan the disk when it restarts.
Somewhat better.
Help. I have little kids, and I don't want to teach them Control-Alt-Delete yet.
Yeah, I can appreciate how embarrassing it can be to have that Control-Alt-Delete conversation with young children.
Answer this question. Hey, this is a frequently asked question. We get this one all the time.
All the time.
Usually we don't answer the frequently asked questions because, you know, we want to sell you back into products one of these days. But this particular one, I got 2 answers for you quickly. First, the, what's it called? Bootlog.txt.
That
You've got it right
this
there.
file right
it's
here.
It's in the Windows directory or it's in your root directory.
Usually in the root.
And you can find this and what it'll let you know is what happened the last time
Go to the end of the file, look
shut
at
down.
the terminate and then terminate.
That last program might be your problem.
Right.
You should identify that and then do something about it.
Well, if not?
If not, go to Startup Cop, this cool little program that we found. PC Magazine, so PCMagazine.com is where you can download this thing. It's actually their program. What it does is it lets you go through and see things that run in the background, things that are automatically started up by Windows and what runs.
Stuff from programs that you might not have been using for 3-4 years.
Exactly, and this stuff can cause problems. You go and you can disable it here, you can get more detail about it.
Or you can even just set it up so that it gets rid of it entirely off your system.
What kind of junk is in there? Use that, it's very cool. Up next, the definitive word from the Disc Doctors on running a tidy ship.
Oh good, now he's going to make me do pirate noise when we come back.
Yo, ho, ho, ho!
We'll be back
After this.